Alright. Let's get right into this. So... Hello, MAA, how you doing? It's funny, it's only when I lined up the box like this, and the figure with the box, this is basically actual size. It's pretty cool. So yeah. Didn't get to finish the last time I streamed. Got the main figure done, so this is basically just an RX-78. And then I did the shoulder swap with the shiny new parts. But as you can see, there's still the waist that needs to be replaced, these parts on the legs that need to be replaced, this entire back unit needs to be made. And then there's also weapons, there's also stickers, so I think this is going to take a few hours. MAA is doing good, how am I? I am doing okay. It's been a weirdly busy day. Let me first get some music started. I was wondering like what to play. I just have the black and white Pokemon Black and White OST here, but I noticed that the playlist is missing like half the songs. I don't know. I feel like is this the mood? I don't know if it suits it. Let's see if I can think of anything else. Yeah, we were listening to Monster Hunter last time, I remember that. Listened to Digimon before. What about a Sonic soundtrack? Sonic Generations OST. It's gonna be weird because they have like a bunch of different styles. Ooh. They have a playlist. Official soundtrack Volume 1 and Volume 2. That'll do. Alright. Okay. So they have like the classic themes and then like the modern theme and all that. It'll be fun. Let's do it. Alright, so let's just get back into it. Let me turn this off. I'll zoom this out a bit. I have to move this stuff out of the way. Otherwise it's like having a cursor on the screen. What is... I have it on F4. Whew, man, this smells like the panel liner that leaked last stream. I've started this stream with the window open, which is probably a good call. Okay, so we're done all this. Okay. This looks like it's for the legs. Yeah, so I'm starting from here. Stand. Just put it here. I can't keep it in frame or else the camera really loves to focus on it. I think because of the face recognition. The soundtrack is gonna make me go fast. I have to rush. Sonic and Shadow Generations was one of the games that I had on the poll. One of the choices for the next game I should play on stream. Nobody picked it. The winner of that poll had like 2 votes, and it was Skyward Sword. Alright. Yeah, I got my cocoa ready as well. So we need J23, I15. I need this. We just my chair. Let me know if the music is too loud or too quiet. Sometimes if it's too quiet, then it doesn't even get picked up. Like it doesn't even output to the stream. The file as well. That's J23, I15. Sonic games have varied in quality quite a bit, but the music is like always good. Even faster now. This game has like a lot of mini games and missions that you can do, and I just never played them at all. I just kind of finished the game in like maybe like 5 to 10 hours and then just never played it again. I bet I could beat the whole game in one stream. Did I cut out the wrong one? I15, yeah. I'm getting confused by this orientation. Okay, so like this. Okay. Slips into here. It's not a very... Okay, there we go. I was gonna say it's not a very convincing fit. Okay. I15. I feel like this is probably one of the first runners that I panel lined, because you can see that it didn't really do a good job, and I think I used the bottle that leaked. So it didn't have the right composition, and it didn't really work that well. Gotta file fast. Ooh. You know, one of my first games ever was Sonic the Hedgehog 2. And I vividly remember Chemical Plant Zone. This song is amazing. I think the modern remix is really good too, from what I remember. J25. You know, recently I've gotten more of a respect for soundtrack CDs because I got a nice portable CD player. Like a nice high-end portable CD player. Sound quality is really nice, has a lot of functions, and I've mainly been using it while I'm working and just listening to a bunch of the CDs on my shelf. And I had the Primare soundtrack from the movie, the anime movie. It's really nice to just listen to that because soundtracks are just nice to listen to when you're doing something. So now I'm thinking, maybe I want to collect more of those if I find any. Okay, so I need I-19 and K7. Then of course I need stickers. Probably the reflective ones. Ooh. Yeah, there's the modern version. Okay, K7. What color was K again? Okay, so you gotta put a sticker first, and then you put a clear piece on top. Just gotta grab my tweezers. There it is. $21. You know what? I might just say, like, forget the haters. I bet I could beat Sonic and Shadow Generations in like 2 streams. Maybe I'll just do that. I messed up the sticker. Alright, that is good. Now we need A7. Oh, something just fell off. Oh, I think that's just I think that's just a piece of the runner. I'll try zooming in a bit more, because I think it's not focusing super well. Nice. Just pops right in there. In a way, this is like surgery. I don't know if I would go that far, but I-119. Yeah, there's no way I could have done all this on the previous stream. But at least this is kind of a pilot for future real grade builds. Because I have... yeah, basically every unbuilt kit I have is a real grade. Because it does really just take longer. Okay. Okay, we need to put K6 there, and then... Oh wait. I-110 and K6, and then it attaches to this. This one here. I had that eraser too. Where did I put it? So I can clean off any messy panel lining. Right, so this needs another sticker. That's sticker 22. Do you think anyone... Do you think a surgeon would be like, oh man, this is just like building a Gundam? As he's like in someone's brain. I would be very concerned. A6. It's really satisfying how these pieces just pop in like this. If it could focus. There we go. And then there's a piece that I need to put here. That'll be K9. Speaking of K9, I can hear a dog barking outside. Yeah, that seems better. I couldn't tell which way was the correct way to put this. Is the camera not focusing? I have to keep an eye on it. Can't tell if that went together properly, because like there's this gap here, but I don't know if it... Yeah, it doesn't look like it's supposed to go anymore. What did I call it last time? A Tesla panel gap? Yeah, that's quite a panel gap. Alright, and then I put I11 and J24. Death Egg Robot. This is a very Eggman coded song. Try filing this off. It's annoying when you don't file off a nub and then it gets in the way of two pieces going together. That's the main reason I do it. Well, that, and it is actually very noticeable when you don't do any of the filing. Okay, J24. I feel like, didn't I used to put the music, like the music title just at the bottom of the screen, like right here? I think I stopped doing that because I was doing short edits. Well, not like YouTube shorts. I mean like editing down the entire stream to like 30 minutes. And I would put my own music, which meant I had to crop out that part at the bottom that said the music title because it's not accurate. But I mean, I haven't been doing those edits, so maybe I should just... Wait, this part is just completed? Interesting. This is I13 and K8 plus a sticker. This is I2. It's crazy that in this soundtrack, probably my favorite song is from the Sonic 06 level. The... what's it even called? I've heard this song a lot because it's the first public... well, this might be the classic version. This is from the oldest public video on this channel is a speedrun of Speed Highway on modern version. Okay, K8. That's a really fun level. K8, I need sticker 20. That video isn't even a speedrun. Well, I mean, it is, but like, it's not super impressive. It's just like a glitchless speedrun, but I think even then you can do it faster. Thing is, that wasn't me like watching somebody do it really fast first, and then I just copy what they do. Like, I actually just did that level 100 times and just kept finding more shortcuts. And then I posted like my final run. And I'm just like, that's it. It was fun that way. Alright, so that is good. So now we just need to pop this on the leg. So apparently the right leg. Oh, the world. Oh, I'm using the wrong part. So this needs to hook on like this. And then this. The clear part fell out. That's not good. That's better. The orientation there. That's... This clear piece keeps falling out. It's too loose. I'm just gonna have to have faith that that stays in. Okay, and then this just goes on the side. Alright, so that is one leg. Let's see if I can zoom in, perhaps? Yeah, there we go. I mean, it's cool. It adds some pizzazz. This clear piece keeps falling out. I don't have any glue or anything, do I? Even if I did, I can't put it on the shiny part. Oh well. I think that deserves a sip of cocoa. Alright. Now for the left one. I like how I'm reading it left to right. Like I'm gonna remember the whole thing. Alright. J23I16. I've heard this song so many times. It's a great song, though. J23. Song's a banger. It's pretty short though. Right. By 113. Hey, what's this song? I've never heard this before. What an underrated gem this song is. My friend and I are playing Monster Hunter Rise, and they had like a Sonic collab mission where you just run around and collect coins, and then you get some Sonic themed pet armor for your cat and dog in that game. And the song plays during that, even with the lyrics, which surprised me. Usually Capcom doesn't do... Do they do collabs with non-Capcom games? Like for Monster Hunters, sometimes they just do collabs with the animes. But... Okay, just need J25. Hopefully this song isn't copyrighted. You never know with... I feel like any song with the lyrics is a risk on YouTube. Alright, so that part is done. I-111 and K18 plus a sticker. Yeah, at least for this stream I don't have to do panel lining. Is this a remix? What is this? Okay, we got a different version, I guess. Alright. Let's put the sticker on. Can I actually... hang on. No, I don't think it'll work like that. I was gonna say... I was gonna try and turn the monitor function on for the music coming through the stream so that I can make sure that like the volume's okay, but it doesn't really work like that because then I would have to mute the YouTube window, which you can see why that doesn't work. 19 and 22. A18. Maybe I shouldn't file the nubs off of these ones. I don't know if you saw that, that just popped out. I mean, now it should stay in better. Because this one was like too much of a perfect fit, so it just keeps slipping out. Okay. It's funny that the level they use to represent Sonic Adventure 2 is literally the first level, because that's the only part people remember. And then I need I-112. Is this the part where you're running from the truck? Hey. 21. Then A17. Okay, and then I need A9 again. All right. So that part's done. Well, not quite. I-1, 2. This runner is almost empty. J24. Alright, now we are good to put this together. That goes there. This part falls out again. Oh, I didn't assemble... I need to assemble this. There's only 2 parts left in this runner. And then that can be the first completed runner. I really wish that I didn't assemble all this. I mean, I guess like the shoulders are the only part that you replace, and also this waist part here. You would have had to build the legs regardless. I'm gonna lose this, and then I'm just gonna end up with a really incomplete looking Gundam. This one needs a sticker. I'm gonna guess it's 23 if my pattern recognition is working. Alright, let's hope this one fits in better. Or I should say fits in worse, so that it doesn't continue to pop out. Alright, like that. And like this. Nice. So that is the 2 completed legs. He's looking kind of bulky now. I spent a week just looking at the non-armored version. Pretty cool. Open your heart. This was from the final battle of Sonic Adventure 1, I think. What a cool moment that was. Okay, so all this is done. Now we're on the waist. So that is I-2 30. Listening to the soundtrack reminds me of the 3rd Sonic movie. Me and my friends actually saw that in theaters. Because honestly, the Sonic movies, surprisingly decent. Like the first one was okay, and then the second one was better. And then we saw the third one, and it was like actually quite good. Like, it's still a kids movie, but we had a good time. But yeah, this third Sonic movie, they played Live and Learn, which was a really fun fan service moment. I just have to put 4 stickers in here. Having a hard time with this one. Alright, there we go. I actually had the Sonic Frontiers, like the vocal soundtrack, the boss fight themes were actually on my playlist for a while, even though I never played the game. I should play that game. It'd be fun. Okay. So it looks like the waist only goes, like, you only replace the front part, but not the back, which is interesting. You need K4, K15, K5, and K16. It's funny how it has an instruction saying cut the K parts out cleanly. Cleanly remove K parts, if you can see that. But that's exactly why that one keeps popping out. I cut it too cleanly. Okay, 5 goes up. Perfect Chaos Revival is what this song is. You know, I wonder, so like, the creator of Sonic is a Dragon Ball fan. So, like, oh, this goes here. So, like, Super Sonic is basically just Super Saiyan. I'm wondering if Perfect Chaos and Chaos in general was kind of a reference to Cell. because of all its different forms and how it eventually becomes perfect. I guess that would make sense. Crisis City. Ooh, the modern version of this is my favorite song. Alright. So that is the waist. And you just gotta cut it in the middle. And then probably just file this off so it can move smoother. Alright, so just remove the crotch piece. No other word for it. There you go. Alright, that looks better now. The legs don't look so out of place now that you have the proper skirt on. Is this it? Yeah. Turn it up. Turn it up a bit. Nice. I think I listened to this on loop one time. Alright. L6, and then you have to put in a bunch of 28s. Let me see if I can fold this up a bit. So wait, all of these are 28. But, oh no, okay. I don't know why they labeled it twice. Confused me for a second. So I'm gonna need K10, I may as well cut that out now. I'm just seeing where we're at in the playlist. Crisis City Act 2, yep. Alright. So need L6. Oh, these are identical. So I have to do it twice. Alright. Good to know. Get ready for me to be applying stickers for the next 30 minutes. At least I know I don't have to be filing off the clear pieces. And this one's good. Let's take this one off as well. Okay, I can turn it down now. This is also a good song. This is from Sonic Unleashed. I would play Sonic Unleashed if it weren't for the werehog parts. The parts that nobody likes. I've heard so many times, like, oh yeah, Sonic Unleashed, it's a great game, except for half of it. Just the daytime levels are good. I'm pretty sure I own the game, like, on the Wii. I feel like Sega just really struggled a lot with what they wanted 3D Sonic to be. So they're like, oh yeah, why don't we just like put a beat 'em up in here in this game for whenever you're playing as the werehog. Alright. So I have to put... That's weird that I have to put stickers on this surface. It's very strange. I feel like they could have just made it one sticker, but I guess they wanted the separation. I feel like I've said this before, but I wonder what the design process for building a Gundam is. I'm gonna press it enough that like it has that diamond indentation. I don't know if it's gonna be visible. Will it be? Maybe a little. I think it's a little visible. Alright. Sit back and get comfy because this is gonna take a while. Alright, all the stickers are done on this one. So I just gotta pop this on. You know, maybe I will file this off. Yeah, you can kind of notice the texture inside. That's cool. Alright, next one. Ooh, Planet Wisp. Sonic Colors is still one of the coolest Sonic games. It might still be my favorite. It's a really solid game. It was probably the first modern Sonic game that I actually liked. I mean, now... like, a lot of people like Sonic Generations, I just don't like the classic modern split. Even though I grew up with classic Sonic. It's like, I don't really need to play that in a modern game. I feel like I would really like Shadow Generations, though. I should get on that. Alright. Pop that on. Yeah, I think the edges are fine. Maybe just file off that. Alright. So that's those two parts done. What even is this? L11. So... these guys? Oh, that's a terrible panel lighting job. Let me see if I can clean that. Yeah, I feel like it's too old now. It's not gonna come off. Well, I mean, some of it is coming off. So I guess that's what we're doing. As long as the deepest lines are filled, it's not too bad. It's just that there's a lot of overflow. Like it just smeared everywhere because of how thin the panel lining fluid was. So you can see this part here. Oh well. I did my best. This looks really bad though. Okay, that'll have to do. Right, so these parts are identical, so I just have to do it twice. So that's good. I have to put, so there's 3 stickers. So let's start applying the sticker from here. Okay. See, Gundams didn't always have English instructions, but I feel like Bandai kind of picked up that, like, hey, these kits are actually, like, fairly popular outside of Japan. And decided to add English instructions too. It helps. I had an urge to make coffee for this stream. Kind of glad I didn't do that. I feel like I would have crashed by now. 1 hour and 12 minutes in. Alright, so that's good. Just gotta do it for the other one. This is the final boss theme, apparently. Boss battle, time eater, final attack. Interesting. That's all that was. It was a very brief final attack. I think we're at the end of the playlist, are we? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is the second to last song. Okay. It was really silly because they did this whole like time travel plot and all that for Sonic Generations, and then in Sonic Forces they're just like, yeah, let's bring classic Sonic back again for like no reason. It was really silly. And he just comes in through a portal and it's like, oh, okay, cool. Like, I get that Sonic Forces had like a lot of returning villains, so like I guess it makes sense, but it's just kind of, it makes it cheap. I wonder who was the first person to put like a Latin choir in a in a video game battle music. Because now it's just everywhere. Alright, so we need K11 first. And then L13. Since I have it in my hand, I'll cut that out first. It looks so bad. As soon as I look at the stream preview, it's a lot more magnified and it just looks a lot worse than it does. And it's just these two pieces. I'm guessing I shouldn't file these off, because it looks like they're just held in place with tension. This is gonna stay in. Alright, that's the end of the playlist. Oh, that's a licensed song. Let's not play that. Sonic Generations... Wait, what? Oh, I see. Okay, this is just a lot of extra music. Probably not gonna play that. Alright, what's another OST? Maybe I should keep with the Sonic theme. This is not convincingly staying in. Like, this is gonna... It's gonna fall out. Oh well. Alright, what's the next soundtrack I should play? Probably... You know, I'm actually down to just play the Sonic Colors OST. Let's put that on for now. I will skip Reach for the Stars because that might be copyrighted. Okay, let's start from here. I feel like I used to play, like... I used to play video games, and if it was like a big grind or something, I would listen to soundtracks. So that's probably where I listened to the Sonic Generations OST. And I feel like I probably listened to this one as well. Now that I have multiple monitors, I just watch a stream on my other monitor. Alright, so that is in. And then this just clips on. That's interesting. I feel like I might just file this down because I don't think it's gonna stay in. Like every time it flexes, it just pops out. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better. It's pretty interesting looking. I feel like this playlist, or this OST, might have a lot of repeating songs as well, just because it has zones, and then they have like slight variations of the songs. Let's That's good. That's fine. Okay. That's popped in. Then you need 4 sets of this. Cool. Okay, well, I gotta get to work. I mean, I could speed it up and just cut out 4 of these. Cut out 4 of the other pieces. Isn't this the map theme? Alright, that's that. That is almost all of the clear pieces. I think this is just for the display stand. I guess I'll just, whatever, I'll just hold on to the whole runner. That's basically done, I'll just put it down there. Alright, and then we got 4 of these. I'm gonna try and ignore the messy panel lining. I didn't even do panel lining on this. How did I miss that? Well, I guess I'll do that now. Alright, we do this. I actually threw out the panel lining that leaked, because I think a lot of clear liquid leaked, so it was separated. And now, like, the composition isn't correct, so that's why a lot of this is messy. That looks pretty good though. See, that's why I always use ink instead of a marker. A lot of the time it's easier and it just looks neater. I like how this song is labeled cutscene. Like, you can tell you're missing context. Yeah, I'll keep it like that. Alright, so that is good. I think that was necessary. I don't know about the rest of the parts. Alright. Leave it like that. Time to apply some stickers. Oh yeah, they have a theme for every color power. They're pretty short though. Because it's just when you use it, which lasts about like 5 seconds. Alright, and this is the last of the reflective stickers. Is there any specific way I have to orient this? So that's one. It's like a rough nub that isn't coming off. Oh well. Alright, so that's those 4. Now we need... Looks like I just have to make 2 of these. They're the same part. And J10. And then you just slot it into there. This is L. Alright, here's I2. This looks really bad. I mean, it was an awkward spot, so I couldn't really panel in it that well. I thought that was the title theme. Alright, that's good. That was the stage clear theme. That's why it was 5 seconds. And this is another cutscene song. I feel like cutscene music that's specifically made for the stuff that's going on in the cutscene probably shouldn't be in like a OST. Alright, so that's good. 33. I'm looking at the wrong one. 33. So here we go. This is still the same song. It's almost over though. Oh god, I remember I really liked Sonic Colors, and then I even pre-ordered Sonic Lost World, because I thought it was basically like a sequel, because they brought color powers back for that. How do I put this in? It goes this way. I remember playing it, and like there's nothing worse than when you're playing a game that you were looking forward to, and you slowly come to the realization, like, oh, this isn't good. I'm not having fun. It's like a boss theme, I think. Alright, J10. Alright. Put this on. Like this. Okay. Let me do the right one first. Just because I'm noticing that with the instructions, the nub placement actually matters, which is kind of interesting. So I'm going to make sure I do the right wing first. Alright. We need to attach 2 on the bottom. Okay, it's like symmetrical, I guess. Okay. Like that. I mean, it actually holds on decently. That's the right thing. So this one, the nub needs to be lower. It's another cutscene. Of course it is. Another cutscene. World map. Skip that one. Let's just stick to level music. What's interesting is that I could just stick this on wherever I want, and it works. Alright. So that is that. We can finally turn the page. There's still quite a bit left to do. Oh, yeah, wow. Okay, we have to make the whole backpack now. Okay, so we need I2. Starting from here, I228. I mean, at least with the backpack, you don't have to, like, repeat stuff, which is nice. A lot of the panel lining here is messy. Where'd I put the file? Alright, so there's 28, 29. Uh, 31. Alright. Those two are together. Whenever I have two parts that, like, really mesh together and I really have to, like, push them together like that, I have to double check, like, 3 times to make sure I didn't miss a step. It's something that has to go in between those two, because it's going to be impossible to pry those apart. I'm noticing that, like, quite a few of these stickers just aren't used. I don't know where those are going to go. Huh. So it looks like... I'm just looking at the other instructions. Because it looks like when you're done this page, it's basically done. But then there's more? There's like this gripper arm. Oh, I guess that's these things. So the assembly ends here. And then it just has a lot of options. I'm just trying to figure it out. Beam wield gun? So you still have to make that. And it can just attach to the arm, so I'll probably do that. Like over here. It just folds up and you can put it in the arm. So that would be cool. Oh yeah, and you still have the shield and all that you have to make. That shouldn't take too long. Wait, what? What is going on here? What parts are they swapping? What are they doing? Oh, I guess that's where you use the extra stickers. And then what? Why would you do this? Okay. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's going on here. I guess it's just options. Alright. Back to where we were. So I need J13 and L2 and 3. Alright. That one. You know what I'm still waiting for? There was a live-action Gundam movie that's been planned. I think I first heard about it in like 2018. That was 8 years ago. And I'm like, is that ever gonna come out? Because every time I look for updates on it, they're just like, yeah, we're working on it. It's crazy. Like, they even released like promotional art like a few years ago. I mean, knowing them, it's just gonna be another retelling of Gundam 78. That's what the promotional art basically showed. I don't know if that eventually just became Requiem for Vengeance or whatever that Netflix series was. Which I didn't even watch. I feel like Gundam is just one of those things that you can actually be... Like, if they made a Western movie of it, you can be pretty original with it. You just have to, like... be a bit mindful of, like, some Gundam themes. Just have, like, a masked villain. And, like, a princess character. And you're set. Oh yeah, introduce, like, a super weapon in the third act. Let's see. L809, gotta make 2 of those. It's funny how Star Wars can basically... it can actually be a Gundam plot. Minus the Gundams. Because you got the masked villain, you got the princess character, and you got the Death Star. Oh, and you got a war. You got the rebellion against the Empire. L9, there's 8 it's over here. And of course, both of them have beam sabers, or lightsabers, depending on who you ask. It's really funny that I just never got into Star Wars. But I love Gundam. Okay. So this... Okay, so there's that. Oh, I have to make 2 of those. I forgot. Yeah, there's no way this would have fit on the last stream. We're already 2 hours in. Alright, 10, 7, 9. The soundtrack has a lot of trumpets, doesn't it? Alright, 10 and 7. I wonder if I should use one of the stands for this. That would be a good idea. Considering how big the wings are, I don't think it's gonna stand up correctly. Because I just have like 2 unassembled stands just in the packing over there. We'll see. 7 and 10. Alright. Like, file these pieces off first. Alright. Welcome back, MAA. You went for a late dinner. That is a very late dinner. Can you let me know if, like, the music is a good volume? Because I'm actually not sure. I forgot to check the VOD of the last stream. How long is this song? Jeez. It's like 5 minutes and 44 seconds, but it's very repetitive. I don't think it changes. Another cutscene. It's slightly on the louder side. Okay, let me lower it. How's it now? Because like I was saying before, if I lower it too much, then it doesn't even show up. Like you can't even hear it then. Even though I can see like the bars moving. I might even lower it more. Okay. So I have to do it in like slight increments. Okay, that one's done. And we're looking for I2, 24, and 23. Okay. Alright, so this goes like that. And then this goes like this. Nope, that is incorrect. This goes like this. And that goes like that. Alright, cool. The thing with playing music, you really don't want it to be like overpowering. Like if somebody's talking, you want it to be like if I'm talking, you need to be able to like hear me and kind of like not get distracted by the music. Like they shouldn't be fighting for attention. So if anyone says it's like slightly on the louder side, then that means it needs to be turned down. Why do these look different? Oh, hang on. I had this wrong. It's like this. Okay, that fits way better. Alright, and then the other side. Result screen. This is a 2-minute song for some reason. Save screen is a 2-minute song for some reason. I'll skip this one as well. Are we at the end? Or not? Come on. Theme of Sonic Colors? Sure, we can play the theme of Sonic Colors. Okay, I'm gonna have to make 2 of these. You need to make the grabby arms. Okay, so that's L12, L15, L14. keep track of which one is which. So here's 15. Yeah, 14. See, when I'm cutting out multiple parts like this, I orient them to be similar to how the the diagram is. So that way I don't get them mixed up, hopefully. Where is L12? Oh, they're vertical. No wonder I didn't notice them. I wonder when this plays. Maybe it's like the credits. Alright, so I gotta put this together. Apparently you put this guy first. Nah. Pretty cool. All right. So these go here, and then just hook onto this part. Yeah. Yeah. So now this just got these like grabby hands. That's fun. Okay, so that's that. J7, J6, J12. Apparently have to make 2 of those. This part is really awkward to cut, because it's just like 2 angled pieces of the runner. Alright, so there's those 2, 7 and 6. Was this supposed to go? Oh, this side. Alright, so now these have to clip into this. Like that. This is really intricate for a kit that doesn't even have a grade. Okay, 25, 26, 27. That's all from I2. At least it's all lined up on the runner. I like how this song is just for the map screen for this area, and they needed to make it a 5-minute song in case someone's really indecisive and can't decide where to go. Is this done? Yeah, I think it's empty. Nice. What you may have noticed with these streams is that I actually manually set the white balance to be correct. Because I kind of noticed that, like, the other streams that I did, the colors were too cold and it didn't look right. I could fix it in post, but for the raw streams, it kind of messed it up. I should sand these off. Actually, I think they might be okay. Alright. I just stick these in here. Double check that nothing goes inside aside from that one piece. Okay, that's good. Okay, this goes on here. Remember how I said that the nice thing about the back was that I don't have to, like, repeat stuff? I was completely wrong. I feel like everything I've done so far has been symmetrical and having to do everything twice. I think these pieces are fine. Maybe I'll do a bit of filing. I like how the panel lining's kind of messy, but it looks like like intentional wearing to make it look like it was hit with jet fuel or something. Burnt a bit. Alright. I think... Oh no, I still have to add a bit. Okay, so I need L5. These pieces here. Okay, so you attach it like this. Okay, so both of these pieces. How does this go exactly? Okay. It just says my account is being used on another device. Listen on this device instead. Nobody else should be using YouTube Music. Okay, one sec. I think we're almost done anyway. Let me just put this in. There we go. I wonder, do I have like soundtracks that are just downloaded? I mean, I do have the Genshin soundtracks that I use for videos. Let's see. Videos. Well, I may have deleted those. Actually, I have Zenless music. Huh. Okay, how about I just open these? Why is it so quiet, though? I can add a new source. There we go. And then I can make it quieter. Just have to make sure to delete that after. Let's just have it there. We're almost done. Yeah, I just have Zenless music that I was using for a video, or oh yeah, probably like for these stream edits. Because honestly, their soundtrack is pretty good for stuff like this. All right. Yeah, make it a bit quieter. All right, so back to this. Okay, these go into here. All right, so that's that. And then I can slot the wings in. Nice. Okay, and then there's just this weird rod that you have to build. Nice. And then I2, wherever that one is. Where is it? Did I get rid of? I thought it was empty. What am I looking for? I-232. Oh. Yeah, it did have one piece left. I don't know what this is. What purpose this serves. Alright, and then this just... I mean, I guess it's just something... It has a dragonfly look to it, doesn't it? That is cool. Yeah, I think this definitely needs a stand. Because, like, look at the... This weighs more than this. But I mean, I guess you can use the rod as, like, a... something to keep it up. So maybe it isn't necessary. And then it's kept in place by this tiny little nub. I can already foresee how this is gonna go. Alright. That is... That is the completed Gundam, minus the weapons and shield. It's pretty cool. Oh, especially the back. Yeah, this guy's cool. Why is this song louder? It's like a cutscene song as well. Yeah, this is cool. Alright, let's make the shield. Yeah, it actually, it does work. I literally just, I use this to support it. Maybe that's why they have it there. Alright. So this runner is empty. Well, it does have these two pieces, so we'll hold on to it for now. This one. Yeah, this one's empty. This one has the shield. This one has the shield. And these are for guns. Looks great. The wings really add to the look. I agree. It really does fill it out. Yeah, I think it's fine without a stand. I mean, I can always change my mind later. But right now, yeah, right now with the giant rod, it might actually be the most stable Gundam I own. Funny how that works. Alright. Let's make the rest of the stuff. should be quick. It's just this gun here. Oh yeah, so he has these manipulator things. I mean, I already showed you how they work, but... you know, I guess it can extend all the way like this, and then it can... yeah. You can open the... it's kind of goofy looking, but it's fun. Yeah, I'm not sure how I'm gonna pose that, but... it'd be fun if these could hold weapons. I'll figure that out later. So we have the gun. So that is J1, 2, and 20. Thing is, since I'm playing this music just through media player, it's just very quick for some reason, going from song to song. I was getting used to how YouTube music was just a huge blank segment after every song. Huh? Did I cut out the wrong pieces? No, I cut out J1 and 2. Yeah, J1 and 2. Oh. I'm very smart. There we go. I can zoom back in again. Alright, so there's that. And then you can either put... how do I show this? Oops. See, I knew it. I knew it. I knew this thing was gonna fall out again. That's really annoying. I'm actually gonna have to like glue that in or something. Since I want to attach it to the arm, so you have like two choices. Why is it not focusing? So you have two choices, but because I want to attach it to the arm, I'm probably gonna go with this. So that's just J5. Nice. I think I put this handle in the wrong way. Right. I have to separate this. Yeah, I think I put this handle in the wrong way. There we go. Because it has to fold inwards. Yep, that's its blicky. And you need to put J4 somewhere, somehow. Where's J4? It's this one. Trying to figure out how exactly this connects. So if I look at the instructions here, it just says it just says put it in. Oh, hang on. I think it has to clip on like this. Okay. I didn't realize it had like a segment in there. Okay, there we go. So now this can just open and be used. Maybe I can mount it the other way. Okay. At least I watched where it flew. Okay. That's okay. Okay. Here we go. For some reason it goes on really easily on this side, but not the other side. So, whatever. I'll just put it here. So it has to be on this side. Because it doesn't fit that way. I mean, it looks pretty cool. Alright. And then all that's left Just skip all this weird stuff. All that's left is the shield, and we are done. It's gonna focus on that. I don't know how this falls out so easily. Yet the other side completely just problem-free. Alright. A17, B22, A6. What is this used for? It just looks like more arm pieces. Didn't panel line those for some reason. I don't know if I want to do the other side. No, I don't think that's going to look good. I think I did a bit of panel lining there, so that's fine. I'll just leave it like that. This entire stream, there's just been a dog barking outside. Right. Right. It looks really cool with all these like panel lines in the shield. Because if you compare it to... This is gonna be an insane comparison when I bring this guy here. So here's good old Grandpa. With his bazooka that never stays attached. Yeah, there's good old Gramps. Just get out of here. Just like comparing the shields. It's pretty similar, but this just has like a sharper red. And more panels. More lines. It's such a... It's an insane comparison. a really cool kit. Oh yeah, we still have stickers to do. Oh, forgot the bazooka. Alright, let's finish this up. So that's in. We just need C40, C30. So that's 40. So you can either, if you see that there, you can either mount it here or here. I don't know what the difference is. I guess I would want a higher mount so that the shield is a bit lower. Oh, and then it has to hold it. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, it's gonna have to actually hold it. Or, no, I think it could just slot in. Yeah, there we go. That's pretty cool. This guy might actually be like one of the coolest Gundams I have now. And this thing was like, what, 25 bucks Canadian? 2,500 yen? That's cool. And it's really stable too, minus this one piece. It's really well put together, it stands up. It's great. Do I care about the rifle? I think I care about the rifle. Let's make the rifle. And then I think it's just some stickers left. But it doesn't really have a guide on the stickers, as far as I can see. Because they have these. They have these stickers here. So I don't know what I want to do with them. Might just stick them around. But where? Because I'm just looking at it and it has like way too many clear pieces. Okay. So let's just do the rifle. I have to give it a closed hand as well. Because I wanted to hold this rifle. So I'm thinking on its left hand. So it's this one. I'm just gonna have to take this out and hope that it... Let's hope that this fits, because I don't see the direction on... Yeah. Okay, that fits. That's good. That'll do. Alright, so that is A7, C28. Alright, C27, C32. It's a pretty big gun. Oh, it has a special trigger finger. Maybe I should use that instead. Yeah, I'll make this. They didn't seem to have instructions for that one, so I don't know. Okay, I'll hold off on that. Put this over here. So this guy slots into that. Zoom back in. Right, and then C27. And then just put this guy on. Right, and then C29, and we are done. Hello, Huffnut. You are joining for the finale. Actually, no, we're not done. Still have to make these lightsabers. Wait a second. I just noticed. This like this Gundam doesn't have beam sabers. I just noticed that. You just have the... You just have these and you stick them in. Okay, let's put this on. Unfortunately, because of this hand, that means it does have to go into the right hand, which I guess looks kind of cool. So here it is, Huffnut. This might actually be one of the coolest kits I have now. You can see why it took 2 streams. Because it made me build these parts, and then, well, it made me build the normal shoulders first, and then I put it all together and I had like the full figure, and then it's like, oh yeah, take off the shoulders and build new ones. And then you had to replace this as well. You had to slap these on. And then this huge back unit took forever. Has like manipulator arms and all that. It's very cool though. I like this a lot. Okay, let me take the shield off. Okay, then I can slot this gun on. Put this here. It's just so cool looking. I mean, I still have to put some stickers on, I still just have to make these. Just to complete the look. Okay, where is it? So that is B37 and C39. So what's new, Huffnut? Alright, B37. I think that may be on a piece I threw away. Oh yeah, it's all the way over here. Not too much is new. Got any plans now that the weather is warmer? I mean, I plan to just do some biking. I really need to get into shape. I always get out of shape during... What is this song? Why does it sound like 2 songs are playing at the same time? I think it might be too loud. Alright. Yeah, every winter I always get out of shape. Because my only form of physical activity is biking. And biking during winter sucks. Lots of people you know went biking today. Today's weather was nice. It's just that if you don't live with a lot of bike lanes, not even bike lanes, bike paths, Winter really sucks for biking. Because a bike lane, they don't plow the bike lanes. At least here in Toronto. Or they don't do a very good job. And then people suck at driving during winter. So you can't trust. You can't trust a driver to not run into you. Alright, so that's the beam sabers up there. Even though they can't be used for anything. And I think that's it for building. So now we just have a few stickers. I'm just gonna see where I can stick them. Unless it has some, like, sort of... Oh yeah, it does. It has a marking guide. I guess I'll just steal that instead of being a free thinker. You never learned how to bike. I had to teach my wife how to bike, basically. So, honestly, like, as long as you recognize that, like, you just need a bit of speed to maintain your balance, like, you get used to it. I think when you're a kid and you're learning to bike, learning that you have to go fast in order to stay upright is kind of the hardest part, but once you figure that out, you're good. Let's see if I can lie this down. Okay, so it wants number 1. And you're saying you walked to work yesterday because the subway was down. That was because of like a hydraulic fluid leak or something, wasn't it? Yesterday was Friday, right? Yeah. Good old TTC being the TTC. Alright, put that there. It's not focusing. I think it's focusing on this. Okay, now it's okay. Let's see. Number 4, we could put that there. I do like these little branding decals. It just adds a little bit of authenticity to it. The sticker says Osaka Umeshima Terminal. Umeshima. Alright, that went on pretty good. Just over here. Yeah, I guess if you had the regular shoulders on, you could have put it there. The thrusters, yeah, you could put some on the thrusters too. Yeah, I think I'll take this guy and put it on the shield. Well, what's it say on it, actually? Space Experimental... Oh, Star Jaburo Space Experimental Facility. That's what it says. I'll just put it here. Right, and then we just got 2 left. We'll just put them on the thrusters. These ones say EX-001 glass feather. See, this is why I have to use this lens. Because it's like a bright lens with a decent amount of zoom range, but most importantly, it's able to focus fairly closely. Which I tested like all my other lenses, all my other zoom lenses. And this one just has by far the best focus, like close focus range. Like, see, this here, that's very close. All right. And we are done. Just putting this here. The one on the other side. The one on the shield. And then just the 2 shoulders. And the waist. And that is it. What a cool model kit. Aside from this one piece that just keeps popping out. Alright. So that is the end of the stream. So the next stream that I do, I am thinking of... So the plan is to play some indie games. So the one I want to play is Exit 8, which is like a short horror game or something, where you're stuck in you're stuck in like a Japanese subway station trying to look for the exit, and you start encountering anomalies or something. I wanted to do one of the stream suggestions on the Discord, which was, what was it, Dream Barbecue or something? And I think that should be enough for one stream. But you can always suggest more on the Discord and we'll see if I get to it. And then after that, the next series is Skyward Sword. As the poll decided with 2 votes. Which I'm down for, because then I can then I can just have the face cam on. Let me remove this. There we go. You've taken a crack at Dream Barbecue. It was an experience. Well, hopefully it was a good maximum 2-hour experience, because that's going to be my cutoff time for that. 2 to 3 hours. Yeah. I'll play Skyward Sword, I'll have the face cam on, and I'll use the motion controls. not that specific motion, but yeah. It's gonna be a fun time. Alright, I guess we're done. Thanks for joining, Huffnut. I'm glad you at least got to see the end result, because this is a very cool Gundam. And yeah. I'm heading to bed. I hope you all have a good night or rest of your day. And I will see you next time. I have to clean all this up. Alright, gotta get to work. See you.